we see convergence of sectors as a real driver in the Industry 4.0 world. Things seem to be changing so quickly, and industries are increasingly working together with each other.
There's a very significant blending of activities that used to be separate, whether it's technology and healthcare, whether it's automobiles and self-driving cars, whether it is consumer goods and fintech. They're all coming together.
We very much are, absolutely are, working together to share learnings, share experiences. Because at the heart of what we do, at the heart of what our clients do, that's the same consumer. Our clients are just dealing with them in different aspects of their daily lives, whether they're in an auto showroom, whether they're in a retail space or shopping online, whether they're staying in a hotel or planning a vacation. That's the same consumer.
The convergence that we see in the marketplace is causing companies to think about how can they partner more. What are the things that they can do, but they can do with alliances or creating ecosystems around that, rather than create it themselves.
Sometimes this is coming in the form of acquisitions. Other times it's coming in the forms of alliances and working relationships.
So we see that digital disruption in the consumer end and in the business areas are more driving also changes in the chemicals industry. And at the same time, the chemicals industry is driven by the energy and resource sector and the changes that we see there.
Not only is Industry 4.0 changing some of the boundaries of sectors, it's changing business models. Our clients are realizing that maybe they won't be selling products in the future. They'll be selling the services of products.
Also, you have to think about where the new markets are going to come from. Because if you're only doing things the way you did it last decade, it's not going to be enough for the next decade.
Hay innovaciones en distintos campos. En el campo de la seguridad, en el campo de la biotecnología, en el campo de la relación con los ciudadanos, pero una de las innovaciones me parece importante para el gobierno y que va a tener que ver con lo que la proyección de la demografía de la gente. Según un informe de Naciones Unidas, para el 2050 vamos a tener casi 6.000 millones de habitantes en las grandes ciudades. Por eso las ciudades van a tener que transformarse en ciudades inteligentes, para poder que sean ciudades más sustentables, para poder organizarlas, para poder hacer todo lo que tiene que ver con el mejor uso, el medio ambiente y la relación con los ciudadanos.
The amount of data that is becoming available has gone up exponentially and is going to continue to do so. So companies need to think about what is the data that is relevant to them, how do you collect it, how do you analyze it, then how do you act upon it.
We also realize that the world's changing, and to handle that complexity, one company can't have all the talent and skills necessary to do all of this. So they have to develop very strategic partnerships and look to working with other companies in a more collaborative, real-time way to be able to execute marketing campaigns, execute innovation of new product.
La convergencia de las industrias y el beneficio al sector público viene aparejado de lo que es el círculo virtuoso de las mejores prácticas del sector privado hacia el sector público.
Muitas vezes as empresas confundem um pouco em relação aqui a mudança tecnológica, a indústria 4.0 é só uma adoção de novas tecnologias. Não, ela é uma mudança do cenário econômico, ela é uma mudança da estratégia de posicionamento. Essa transformação, no nosso entendimento, ela é muito grande. Em alguns setores ela já acontece claramente, outros ela vai afetar indiscutivelmente. Então não é mais uma questão de se ou não vai afetar, mas é quando e o impacto que isso vai gerar.
I mean, the fact that consumers today walk around with technology in their pocket, their smartphone, and they use that to educate themselves, to have access to information that they've never had before. They use that to speak to each other, to peer consumers, and advocate, discuss the experiences, the satisfaction they have with different products and brands. This allows consumers to really drive the marketplace
the more the chemical industry is able to close loops by recycling, reusing, regenerating materials, the more we have local regional ecosystems that are self-sustainable and sustainable, the more the chemical industry can contribute to society.
Que las ciudades tengan que incorporar esa tecnología para que los ciudadanos puedan tener mejor calidad de vida.
Innovation has to be a specific effort that you're making. This is not something that you could be successful at if someone just does it at the end of the day or at the on the weekend or in spare time.
But I think a real key element here in Brazil will be the focus on talent and having the kind of digitally astute talent that's needed for companies to be able to expand in this area. And I think this creates quite an exciting opportunity for Brazil. And many of these digital opportunities that we see globally absolutely exist here for our clients in Brazil.